It's been great, scary, interesting and amazing. It's constantly surprising for me to be part of the process and follow the way the glass behaves, and it's fascinating. I was happy to receive a phone call in Stockholm some time ago from Adriano, who presented himself and asked me if I would be interested, and I didn't hesitate to say yes immediately. I was intrigued.
Excellent. I'm glad that you get intrigued
Yeah,
with glass.
yes,
Because
yes,
you see, with glass creates sometimes contradictory reactions. On the one hand, you refuse it immediately,
Yeah.
or you embrace it.
Yeah, yes, yeah.
I hope you do embrace
Yeah, I do. Even if the material and the technique is all new to me, I do find connections with the way I treat paint. When painting, I rarely do just one painting, oil on canvas. I rather collect my own material with like different sources, and at some point I have to decide for a composition, so I fool around and play around. I haven't thought about it earlier, but it's a funny thing happened a few years ago when I had a big show at a Kunsthall in Sweden. I was approached actually by a glass artist, and she showed me, she had taken photographs of all the paintings that in different ways contain the glasses. I was surprised to see it. The first thing that came to my mind when being asked doing something here, I thought about this sculpture that I've made before out of porcelain parts, but also casted in bronze. It felt natural to do this as a next step. I think I got the idea first when I was reading Alice in Wonderland, and the caterpillar is smoking a water pipe. When I was looking at the wonderful illustration, I realized that it was the hookah in the book looked like this, that it was actually made by different pieces stacked on each other. So in one way it's an experiment and attempt to make something beautiful of interesting shapes, but it's also in a way metaphorical. I would say it's also an object of desire, but also a vehicle to take you as a beholder somewhere else in fantasy. Making art, if the result is exactly what I expected, I would consider that a failure, because there must be a certain degree of surprise, and glass is unpredictable like life itself. I would love to work with it again in the future.